Idaho ends a 150-year water dispute. On March 5th, the Coeur tribe and the state of Idaho signed a water rights settlement agreement that ends more than a century of legal uncertainty over who holds senior water rights in the Coeur d'Alene-Spokane River Basin. Governor Brad Little, Attorney General Raul Labrador, and Tribal Council Chairman Chief Allen signed the agreement in Boise, capping a formal adjudication process that began in 2008 and a legal dispute that traces back to the 1873 executive order establishing the Coeur d'Alene Indian Reservation. The stakes were substantial. Idaho courts, including the Idaho Supreme Court in a 2019 ruling, had affirmed that the tribe held implied federal reserved water rights on its reservation, rights with priority dates extending back to time immemorial. Under Idaho's prior appropriation system, those rights would have been senior to virtually every city, farm, business, and utility in the basin. The threat wasn't hypothetical. It was a legal reality that created prolonged uncertainty for industrial operators, municipalities, and agricultural users dependent on the region's water supply. The settlement resolves that exposure. As with other tribal water rights negotiations unfolding across the West, the Coeur d'Alene Agreement is structured as a mutual recognition framework rather than a contest. Under the settlement, the tribe receives defined quantities of water for its federally reserved rights, authority to manage water resources within the reservation, and authorization to create a tribal water supply bank, including the ability to lease water off-reservation. The tribe is requesting $500 million from Congress to fund implementation. The agreement is structured to hold, regardless of whether that appropriation materializes. For the state, the tribe agreed to recognize and protect all existing state law water rights dated September 6, 2023, or earlier, covering the full range of existing licenses, permits, and claims across the basin. The tribe also agreed to protect an additional 10,000 acre-feet per year of future state law water rights, providing headroom for continued municipal and industrial growth in North Idaho. The settlement also limits federal oversight under the Clean Water Act and Endangered Species Act for water addressed in the agreement, a provision the Attorney General's office described as significant legal protection for Idaho water users. More than 300 stakeholders participated in negotiations, including Avista, Hecla Limited, Potlatch Timber Companies, the cities of Coeur d'Alene, St. Maries, and Harrison, and Benua County. Water access certainty is increasingly framed as a prerequisite for economic development, and this settlement, if ratified, delivers that certainty for a water basin that serves major extractive, utility, and forestry interests. The agreement requires ratification by the Idaho legislature. House Bill 789 was introduced and cleared committee on March 5th, and authorization from Congress. Final negotiations were facilitated by Water Court Special Master Ted Booth. The settlement is structurally similar to the 2004 Nez Perce Tribe Agreement, which resolved water rights claims in the Salmon, Clearwater, and Weiser basins. Industrial water users across sectors are under growing pressure to map and manage water-related legal exposure, and settlements like this one illustrate what that risk looks like when it reaches conclusion. You've been listening to Sustainability Soundbites by Environment and Energy Leader. For partnership opportunities, please reach out to our team.